Hey YouTube, this is Troy. It's been a long time with no updates, so I figured I'd throw together a quick little update for you guys. I'm pretty excited. I think I'm past all the hair allergy nonsense. I'm going to give you a quick little update, talk about the last couple months, what I've been doing, and I'll have a different video on kind of the steps I took to help with kind of reducing the phosphates, what I perceive as the phosphates that were being leached out by this Pucani rock. But good news is I'm past that. I got probably about 90% of the hair allergy has died off. There's just a few little bits in areas where it's still holding on. I'm going to continue to monitor that, but I'm going to show you the sump underneath and what I did down there. I kind of simplified the sump area, basically because I wasn't having any luck. I had the biopellet reactor on for probably 3 months, and maybe I was just running out of patience. And so I was like, all right, fine, I'm just going to simplify things. You're going to see down the sump, I took out the Refugium, took out the Miracle Mud, took out the, carbon or active carbon, as far as, running that in a reactor. I think there's mixed opinions on whether that ever does anything for your tank or not. So I'm not using, any kind of active carbon or GFO actually on this tank anymore. It's really, the filtration system is, filter socks, the skimmer, and the biopellet reactor, and that's about it. So I did do some dosing, and I'm going to hold that off to a different video and talk about that. But I did do some dosing, and I think that helped expedite the processing of the phosphates out of this tank. But the good news is, about 2 weeks ago, this tank was full of hair algae. Everything you see right now was hair algae everywhere, except the tops of the rock where there's a tremendous amount of water movement. There's hair algae everywhere. I was getting depressed. Nothing I was doing was working. The maintenance on the tank was consistent with what I want to do. Water changes every week to every 2 weeks. Kept everything clean. I was picking off the hair algae, all that nonsense, and that's kind of when I went into experimental mode, and that's going to be the other video. So I'm going to talk about what I did. I did some research, found some interesting thing. One might say is not over, it might be a little controversial. I'm going to leave that for the other video, but I had great success with it though, because the hair algae started to brown up, started to thin out, started to die off, and over the last week it's just almost completely cleared up. So I'm going to continue monitoring my levels, and I think it's time to get to the fun part of the hobby, right? I got the fish in here. I'm not going to put any more fish in here. I think the only new addition I have since my last video was a blue-eyed tang. You probably see him swimming around on the right side of the tank there. Great tang. I love that tang. Really pretty fish. It's time for the corals, right? So, I got a little. I'm busy over the course of the next couple weeks, but after that, I'm gonna do some online shopping. We're gonna order up some corals, probably some softies to start with. I want to get, what I want from a softie standpoint. I got, I got some zoas. I got what I think is a frog spawn. And then I got one scroll coral up on the top, so that's probably the I don't know if you call that an SPS coral or not. It's an encrusting coral, so I kind of gravitate towards categorizing it that way. But I'm just gonna put some softies in there. There's some softies I want, and I'm going to order some up, get them in the tank, start getting some fun stuff in the tank, because I've been waiting forever. It's been about 9 months to get this tank straightened out, so I think I'm there. I'm going to grab the camera. I'm going to show you a little bit underneath. Not that there's anything exciting to see under there. We'll see. Before I do that, maybe I can see if I can get a close-up of tang. See if you'll let me roll in here. There he is right there. Real pretty tang. Blue eyes, bristle nose, kind of a yellowish tail, purple body. They got like blue dots. Probably isn't coming up on the camera, but I think all the rest of the fish I had on my prior videos. You know, there's the flasher wrasse up there, the red guy, the fox face, the flame angel, Malorassus wrasse, my chromis, I don't know, my bicolored blennies in there. You know, if I put it in our tank, if I put it in our fish in here, I might get something. You know, the sand, it's a shallow sand bed. It's just there for aesthetics. I might get a sand sifting goby, something to just keep the sand, you know, going. You know, if you guys have an opinion on a good species for that, that'd be great. So I'm gonna take a quick shot down here at the sump, and we'll see if we can adjust the camera so you guys can actually see what's going on down here. Alright, so skimmer's doing its thing. Got probably about a day's worth of skimmate there. The only thing I did was I created a little kind of an attachment for the end of my biopellet reactor to get a little bit more control over feeding that right into the inlet of the skimmer. I got some salt creep up there, but anyways, there's the refugium, empty. Got a pump in there to keep it circulated, but empty, nothing in there. Got a little circulation pump in this last chamber as well. I got the heater, I got the return. No, all that's pretty much the same. The supply to the biopellet reactors there. Over in the corner here, that used to be where I had my GFO running. No GFO right now. You know, debating putting it back on after time. But that's gonna be something I'm gonna talk about in the next video. So really, it's just that skimmer, and then you know that biopellet reactor, and that's pretty much it. And it's been doing really good for me. Like I said, I was wanting to keep this a pretty quick update. And then really in the next video I'll kind of talk about the specifics on what I did. Hopefully it won't be crazy long, but this one's already getting up there. So alright guys, more videos to come, but there you go, that's what I got. Later.